Hey guys, today we're going to make wool dryer balls. You're going to need some bulky yarn to make the ball, and then you're going to need just some yarn that you don't use as much. It has to be 100% wool. They both have to be 100% wool to stuff your ball with. So you're just going to need two yarns. One of them has to be bulky. So I'm using a bulky yarn and a 6.0 millimeter crochet hook. You're going to start with the magic loop. Insert your hook, pull up a stitch, and chain one. And now we're going to do 8 single crochets into this loop. Alright, now you're going to pull to cinch up your loop. Looks like my stitches got twisted a little bit, so I'm going to fix that. We're going to work in the continuous round, so you're not going to slip stitch. You're now going to do 2 single crochets into each stitch, so you're going to end up with 16 stitches. You can just count 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now we're going to do 2 single crochets in the same stitch and then 1 regular single crochet for a total of 24 stitches. So we're going to do an increase, 2 in the same stitch, and then 1 by itself. Repeat that around for a total of 24. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have 32 stitches all the way around. So in the first stitch, we're going to do an increase, so 2 single crochets in the same stitch. It's going to start curving up a little bit too. And then 2 regular single crochets. So repeat that all the way around so you get back to the beginning for 32 stitches. Alright, so we're going to do one last increase round, and we're going to end up with 40 stitches at the end of this round. So in the first stitch, we're going to do an increase, 2 single crochets into that very first stitch. Then we're going to do 3 regular single crochets, 1 in each stitch. And repeat that all the way around. You should have 40 stitches when you get back to the beginning. Alright, so we finished our increase rounds, and now we're going to do 6 rounds of just regular single crochet. So you should have 40 single crochet on each round for 6 rounds. So you're going to do 6 rounds of just single crochet. Alright, so here is what those rounds look like. This is 6 rounds. I think I'm going to do 2 more rounds, so for a total of 8 rounds. So I'm going to do 80 more stitches, or 2 more rounds, just to make this a little bit taller. Now remember, this is not the size of the dryer ball. It's going to shrink. It's going to felt. So it'll be about probably twice as small. That's why you're making it so big. So I'm going to do 2 more rounds for another 80 stitches. Alright, so now we are going to decrease for the top, but before we do that, you're going to take your scrap yarn and you're going to roll it into a ball. And that's what we're going to stick inside this thing when we felt it. This will also felt. So you want to roll it into a ball big enough to sit in there. So it's basically going to take the entire yarn. Alright, so here's my ball that's going to go in. And now we're going to form the top. And then we're going to felt the whole thing by putting it through the washer and the dryer. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is do a decrease. So we're going to single crochet 2 together. And I'm actually going to stick a piece of yarn on there so I can mark the beginning of the round. Then we're going to do 3 single crochets. And then we're going to decrease again and do 3 single crochets. So repeat that all the way around till you get back to the beginning. Alright, for the next round, we're going to do a decrease. And I'm going to put this back on here to help me mark the beginning. And then 2 single crochets. So repeat that around, a decrease and 2 single crochets.
Bye-bye, Mommy. Bye-bye, Mom.
Alright, I have a toddler here. Stop, Reuben. Now you're going to put your yarn ball in your yarn because it's going to get too tight after this.
Too tight? Too tight?
So leave it in there.
Too tight?
And we're going to do 1 round of just single crochet.
Crochet. Crochet.
And you might want to mark your beginning.
Crochet. Crochet.
So do 1 round of just single crochet stitches.
Crochet. Crochet. Crochet.
For the next row, we're going to decrease and do 1 double crochet around. And I'm going to put this back on the stitch. It's kind of hard to crochet with the ball in, so just do your best. Alright, now we're just going to single crochet all the stitches. Now you're going to chain 1, cut the yarn, pull through, and you're going to pull this through each one of the stitches. And then pull it through the same stitch that you started on, and then just pull to make a ball. And there you have your crochet dryer ball. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to machine wash and dry this ball. You have to machine wash it about 3 times. And you don't want to use any fabric softener. So you're going to wash it, dry it, wash it, dry it, wash it, dry it, and then it should be completely felted. After it's completely felted, after you've washed it and dried it 3 times, you don't need to wash it anymore. You'll just leave it in the dryer with the rest of your laundry. Here's the ball after being washed and dried once, and I'm going to wash and dry it 2 more times. My son seems to have stole the ball though. That's my other dryer ball. Here is the ball after its second wash and dry. We're going to do 1 more.
Wow.